Are you looking for the best RGB keyboards? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best keyboards on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Corsair K100 RGB. The Corsair K100 RGB is the best RGB keyboard we've tested for true RGB lighting fans. This keyboard has a whopping 44 RGB zones, including RGB strips along both sides and the top edge and lighting surrounding the programmable dial. You can also use this dial to toggle between lighting profiles or adjust backlighting brightness directly on the keyboard. You can program the lighting for each of these zones independently or customize lighting for any individual key using Corsair's ICUE software, which also allows you to sync the lighting with any other Corsair peripherals or pieces of hardware you may have in your desktop setup. This keyboard has a few other standout hardware features, including dedicated media keys and a column of programmable macro keys on the left side of the board. It supports a much higher than average maximum polling rate of 8000 Hz and an effective update rate of 4000 Hz. This helps it maintain extremely consistent split millisecond latency, so it's a standout choice for casual or competitive gaming in any genre. Not only that, but the Cherry MX Speed Silver switches are optimized for gaming, with an incredibly short pre-travel distance and a light actuation force. This keyboard's price tends to fluctuate, but it's at its best value when it falls to around $200 or less. At number 2. ROCCAT Vulcan 2 Max/Mini. The keyboard with the best RGB lighting at a mid-range price point is the ROCCAT Vulcan 2 Max. Like Corsair K100 RGB above, this keyboard often goes on sale, and recently, there have been some fairly sizable discounts. We recommend picking it up at or below $160. This model is a full-size gaming keyboard with linear or tactile optical switches and unique RGB features. For starters, it has a transparent acrylic wrist rest, providing additional ergonomic support while you're typing. It also diffuses the colors from the additional RGB lights on the front of the board. There are 24 keys with an extra dedicated LED that lets you know when secondary functions are active. You can also fully customize the lighting on a per-key basis and sync your lighting effects using the software with other ROCCAT peripherals you own. If you have a smaller desk or don't need a numpad and are looking for a smaller alternative, this keyboard comes in a smaller compact, 65% version called the ROCCAT Vulcan 2 Mini. The Mini is also considerably cheaper, although it doesn't include additional RGB lights on the front or an acrylic wrist rest like the full-size Max version. Note, the Turtle Beach company purchased ROCCAT and is rebranding some of its current production models, including these 2 keyboards. As such, you may see them sold as the Turtle Beach Vulcan 2 Max or the Turtle Beach Vulcan 2 Mini. Besides different branding, we expect both these models to be identical to the older ROCCAT branded models. At number 3. Corsair K65 RGB MINI. The Corsair K65 RGB MINI is our top budget recommendation. Performance-wise, it shares much with our top pick, the Corsair K100 RGB, including the same 4000 Hz scan rate and exceptionally low latency. Its RGB lighting is exceptionally bright, and the PBT keycaps have crisp, easy-to-read legends that allow plenty of light to shine through. The unique perforated shine-through spacebar adds an eye-catching effect, especially at full brightness. The main drawback is its 60% layout. While the compact design leaves more room for mouse movement, it also means sacrificing a function row, navigation keys, and arrow keys. These functions are still accessible via hotkey combinations, but it may take time to adjust to if you rely on them frequently. It's an excellent RGB forward option, particularly for competitive gamers who prefer a compact layout. At number 4. Razer Cynosa V2. The Razer Cynosa V2 is the best cheap RGB keyboard we've tested. While most keyboards at this price point only have zone lighting or can only display one color at a time, this one has full RGB backlighting and a frosted backplate to diffuse and soften the light shining between the keys. You can use Razer's Synapse 3 software to customize effects and colors, and the keyboard itself has built-in hotkeys to adjust brightness. Unfortunately, this keyboard lacks gaming features. The slightly high latency makes the board best suited for casual rather than fast-paced gaming. The rubber dome switches require a bit of force to actuate, so they don't feel as snappy and responsive as the switches our budget pick, the Corsair K65 RGB MINI. Build quality also lags behind pricier units, with cheap ABS plastic keycaps that easily collect oil from your fingers and a thin, somewhat flimsy-feeling all-plastic chassis. At number 5. NuPhy Halo 96/Halo 75 V2. If you're looking for a wireless option with outstanding RGB, we recommend the NuPhy Halo 96 V2. We've highlighted the largest 96% size option here since it offers the most extensive RGB, but this keyboard is also available in a smaller, compact 75% layout if you'd like more room on your desk for mouse movements while gaming. This wireless keyboard features a high-profile design. In addition to backlighting, it also focuses on acoustics with layers of silicone sandwiched inside and what NuPhy calls a ghost bar, which is a spacebar with added polycarbonate and silicone pieces that dampen its sound and feel. You can buy this keyboard in several different expressive colorways and switch options. It also has a hot swappable PCB, allowing you to change out the switches more easily if the stock options aren't to your preference. When it comes to lighting, this keyboard has an impressive array of RGB zones that wrap around the entire keyboard, shining out from the translucent plastic bottom case. Unfortunately, the stock keycaps don't have shine-through legends, making them hard to see in dark rooms. That said, there are a set of helpful homing bars, which are shine-through slits on the F and J keys to help you quickly orient your hands on the home row and darker rooms. Additionally, NuPhy sells sets of shine-through keycaps on their website. Like the other options on this list, this keyboard comes with companion software allowing you to adjust the brightness, color, and effects of the RGB lighting.